Good morning, everybody. It's David Hayden and Bandit out and about again on this September 17th, 2017. Today we're up here at Glen Haven and about to take off on this North Fork Trail at the Dunraven Trailhead. This does have access to the Rocky Mountain National Park, and dogs are not allowed in the park, so we won't be able to go the whole way, but we're going to do what we can do. Bandit is ready to go. All right, so we're just getting started on the trail. I see this one is adopted and maintained by the Poudre Wilderness Volunteers. That's a fantastic organization. All right, according to the sign, it's 4.3 miles to the Rocky Mountain National Park boundary. We're just doing a little scouting out. I don't know that we're going to go the whole way, but then again, you never know what Bandit and I are going to get into. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. All right, so here's coming a sign that looks really familiar to me, even though we've never seen this one. But we've seen many, many just like it. We are entering the Comanche Peak Wilderness once again. Man, Bandit and I have been all over this wilderness area. All right, coming up on a few more signs here. Let's see what we get. Dunraven Trailhead to the left. Yeah, there's a little split right here. And this one indicates straight ahead to the Rocky Mountain National Park. I would imagine that little split off right there leads down to this creek. Seen signs of horseback riders, so they probably let their horses go down there and get a drink. I imagine that's some good water. Hey man, we got to go across this bridge, and it looks like a brand new one. I know you ain't gonna walk in that water. Hey, come get on the bridge, Bandit. Come on up here with me, man. Yeah, one step at a time. There you go. Woo! Now we cooking with grease. You doing some four-wheeling, buddy? Yeah, this trail was closed for a long time because of the 2013 floods. Evidently, this creek got real high. And you can still kind of see some of the signs of that from that washout over there. But they have rebuilt the trail and it's open for business. All right, we're coming up on what looks like might be the remains of an old bridge that was washed out during that flood I was speaking of. Okay, well, I didn't know it did this. Private land, next quarter of a mile. Boy, they ain't kidding. There's somebody's house. How in the world did they get a house out here? You waiting on me, man? Evidently, they do some horse riding in this area. Horseback riding, horse raising, rearing, whatever you call it. You know, I don't know anything about horses. That's probably very clear in this video. Alright, it looks like Bandit didn't have no problems with this bridge. He knew exactly how to get on it. However, I don't think we're supposed to cross it. Looks like the trail keeps following the other side of the creek. Do not enter without counselor. I didn't know I needed a counselor. Okay, now that we've passed that, what I thought was a house, you know, I didn't really brush up on the trail description before we came. Me and Bandit just took off out the door and here we are. But I have read about this trail before, and it does say it passes by a ranch for children. The Chile Ranch, I think it is, or however you pronounce it. So evidently, that is it. It's in a nice location. Another thing I didn't remember about this trail was that it followed this creek. What a pleasant surprise, though. I always enjoy a trail that follows a creek. Here comes another new bridge. Oh yeah, that's nice, Bandit. Well, we have come to an intersection here, and I'm kind of looking around. I don't see a sign. It does look like the trail continues on that way, but there's something over here that I just can't resist. Now this might be part of that camp, but nobody seems to be around. We're gonna try it out and see what happens. The TE crossing. These are some nice shelters. This would be a great place to come camp out and spend the night. And it looks like somebody is learning some survival skills and how to make a bed in the forest. That's all right. All right, old buddy. Let's keep on trucking. Oh yeah, that's nice, Bandit. There goes a trail runner. Bandit had to say hello to him. We stopped here to admire the scenery. Nice view of the mountains. These all covered in trees, so it's kind of hard to believe we're in the Rocky Mountains. The trail is going uphill just slightly, and there's the creek down there. But for the most part, it's been pretty level. This has been a really, really nice trail. As I said at the beginning of the hike, this is September 15th. The aspen trees are just beginning to change colors. You can see them kind of on up in the mountain, lightening up. They'll be turning orange here pretty soon. Cindy and I have plans to take a scenic drive and go see as many of them as we can. That's going to be good. We're going to go through the Rocky Mountain National Park over to Granby, and then up Highway 125, which is supposed to be one of Colorado's scenic byways. Man, I can't wait to do that. We have come up on another sign, and it looks like it's indicating this is campsite number 3. Even though this is the first one I've seen. I haven't seen a 1 and a 2. But yeah, the trail goes that way. This little campsite number 3 goes off this way. Come on, Bandito. Let's go explore this thing. See what a campsite out here looks like. Okay, so this little path just kind of wanders off of the main trail through the woods just a little bit. Not real far. And here we are at campsite number 3. Like I said, I didn't see a 1 and a 2, but that's kind of interesting. I didn't know there was any campsites here at all. This would be a nice place to come and just spend the night. Bandit says a good place to use the bathroom. The only drawback to it would be this ridiculously steep hill. Woo! Because there's the creek down there. And if you had to refill on some water, I don't see any easy way to get to it. You might want to do that before you got here. Okay, we're back on the trail now. And at the beginning of campsite number 3, which we just scouted out, and I noticed a sign on that tree for campsite number 4. We're not going to check it out because it probably looks something similar. The water is not nearby, so that kind of answers that question. But this would be kind of cool to come camping here. Okay, here we come up on another. Campsite number 5. Huh. I wonder if you have to reserve these things or if they're first come, first serve. Well, we just passed that campsite number 7 now. Once again, I never did see a 6. But I noticed it had United States Forest Service stamp on it. So that does tell me those are usually first come, first served. So, yeah, no reservations necessary. Just come and enjoy. Little piece of a creek here. I don't know about getting water out of it though. I think it would probably be better if you was going to come camp to just refill at the big creek before the trail gets away from it. That way you'd have plenty of water. Okay, buddy. All right, this is beginning to look a lot more like what I would expect out of the Rocky Mountains. Yeah, this is getting to be more like it. All right, here we are, getting into some of the aspens, changing colors. They don't get orange until around the end of September. So we still got a couple of more weeks to go. But man, it's on its way. Okay, still admiring the aspen trees. Bandit and I noticed we've come up on a sign that indicates we're leaving the travel zone. That's what those campsites were. And true to any travel zone, campfires are not allowed. Stoves only. But that's all right. I've gotten to where I don't like building campfires anyway. Too much trouble rounding up all that wood. So, as you can see, the trail has gotten rocky. And I see another sign up ahead. We liking this. Let's see See what we get this time. Oh, there's some more up there. Okay. This is a weathered one. Comanche Peak Wilderness. Yep. Man, me and Bandit have been all over this Comanche Peak. Alright. So, that kind of makes me suspicious on this next sign. And if I am not mistaken, this is the Rocky Mountain National Park boundary. Sure enough, entering the Rocky Mountain National Park. And the first thing you see is a no dog sign. Sorry, Bandit. This is it, man. We can go no further. However, according to that trailhead, we have been 4.3 miles. That's pretty good for just taking the dog for a walk. So now, we have to turn around and go back. So that's 8.6 round trip, minus the little excursions we did. Kind of reminds me of my favorite book, The Hobbit. Bilbo says something to the effect that going out of your door is dangerous business. If you don't watch your feet, there's no telling where you'll end up. Or something like that. So anyhow, that's it, man. We might as well head on back. Nope, that's the wrong way. Yeah, here we go. Let's do it, man.